boys and girls. Today you are going to listen to Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. And I know this movie is so very popular, but I thought that I would read it to you today. I think you're really going to enjoy it. There's Rudolph. Do you remember what his name is? Another main character in the story. Do you remember? Let's see if me reading it to you jogs your memory. All right. Christmastown, also known as the North Pole, is the wonderful place where Santa Claus lives with Mrs. Claus, all the elves and the flying reindeer that pull Santa's sleigh every Christmas Eve. Nowadays, Christmastown is a happy place. The elves make toys, the reindeer fly. But in the old days, everyone had to watch out for the abominable snow monster. He was big and furry and hated anything having to do with Christmas. And he liked to eat reindeer. Dun, dun, dun. All that started to change when Santa's lead reindeer, Donner, became a papa. "We'll call him Rudolph," said Donner, looking at his new son. Suddenly, Donner and Mrs. Donner saw a bright light. "He's got a shiny red nose," said Donner in surprise. "I'd even say it glows." Santa came to see the new arrival, but then he saw Rudolph's nose. "Let's hope this glowing stops if Rudolph wants to make the sleigh team," Santa said. "We can't have any shiny noses flying through the sky." So the Donners put a little cover on Rudolph's nose. Soon it was time for the new fawns to go to the reindeer games. There they would be inspected by Santa, who would choose the best reindeer for his team. At first, Rudolph felt shy, but soon he met a doe named Clarice. "I think you're cute," she told Rudolph. The coach arrived to teach the fawns what they needed to know to be on Santa's team. "First, we'll learn to fly," he told them. "You have to get up enough speed and jump into the wind." Rudolph was so excited about his new friends that he took off with a great whoosh. He soared high over the heads of the reindeer and Santa, too. Let him go. But as all the young reindeer continued to play, the cover popped off Rudolph's nose. It glowed for all to see. At first, the other deer were frightened, but soon they began to laugh and call poor Rudolph names. "Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer," they jeered. Oh dear. And the coach said, "Go on home. From now on, you can't join in on any reindeer games." Only Clarice didn't laugh at Rudolph. Oh, that was so unkind, friends. So not nice. Just because he's a little bit different doesn't mean that he should be excluded. He should still be part of the group. Oh boy, very sad. So I know he's really upset. All right, so here is the character from the cover. Poor Rudolph wandered off alone. Soon he met an elf who was hiding in the woods. "My name is Hermie," said the elf. "I want to be a dentist, but right now I'm just an elf who doesn't belong. And I'm a red-nosed reindeer," sighed Rudolph. The pair decided to be friends and to run away together. They hadn't wandered far when they had heard the terrible roaring of the abominable snow monster. "It's my nose," said Rudolph. "The monster sees it and is coming after us." Rudolph and Hermie were saved by Yukon Cornelius, the greatest prospector in the north. "Jump onto my sled," said Cornelius, "and we'll run like crazy." But no matter how fast they went, the monster stayed close behind. Finally, they were trapped at the water's edge. Cornelius chopped the ice with his axe, and the friends floated safely away. They floated all night and landed on a strange island, where they were greeted by a puppet that sprang from a box. "I am the official sentry of the island of misfit toys," said the puppet. "My name is Charlie, and that's why I'm a misfit toy. No child wants to play with a Charlie in the box," instead of a Jack in the box. So that's what makes him a little bit different. "We want to travel with Santa Claus in his magic sleigh," said a misfit doll. "Otherwise, we'll miss all the fun with the boys and girls when Christmas Day arrives." The friends met an elephant with polka dots, a choo-choo train with square wheels, a water pistol that shot jelly, a bird that swam, a cowboy riding an ostrich, and a boat that couldn't float. We're misfits too, said Rudolph. Maybe we could stay here with you. So all the toys that don't fit in, that don't have a home, maybe they could all stay together. Then they could kind of be misfits together. They could be friends together. That would be nice. But the king of the island would let them stay for only one night. The island is for toys alone, he said. A living creature cannot hide here, but you can help us. When you return to Christmas Town, tell Santa about these homeless toys. I'm sure he can find girls and boys who would be happy with them. A toy is never happy till it is loved by a child. That night, when Hermie and Cornelius slept, Rudolph lay awake. My nose will only bring my friends more danger, he thought. I must go off on my own. But as he wandered alone in the snow, Rudolph realized that he couldn't run away from his troubles. So he left his friends, fearing for their safety. Rudolph returned to the mainland and headed for Christmas Town. But first he had to pass the cave of the abominable snow monster. As he did, Rudolph heard voices crying, "Help, help!" Rudolph rushed inside. There were Rudolph's parents and Clarice. They had been searching for Rudolph and had been caught by the monster, who was about to devour Clarice. That means eat her up. "Put her down," Rudolph cried, butting the surprise monster with his little antlers, so kind of like pushing into him. But you know what? He's too big, and that's not going to work. Let's see what does work. Just then, Hermie and Cornelius pulled up outside the cave. They had followed Rudolph's trail and knew he needed help. "An abominable snow monster will never pass up a pork dinner," said Cornelius. "Hermie, you sit outside the cave and oink like a pig. When the monster comes out, watch out!" Look what they're going to drop. Look what he's going to drop on his head. He's going to drop a big snowball. Hermie approached the mouth of the cave. "Oink, oink," he called. The monster dropped Clarice and rushed outside. At that moment, Cornelius pushed a giant snowball down on top of him. Splat! Working quickly while the monster was stunned, Hermie used his dentist tools to remove the monster's teeth. Oh boy. If he doesn't have teeth, he's not going to be able to what? He's not going to be able to eat anybody. Back in Christmas Town, Rudolph saw how he and his friends were defeated by the abominable snow monster. Everyone realized that misfits have their place too. Rudolph told Santa about the misfit toys. "As soon as the storm lets up, I'll find homes for them," Santa promised. Then the weather elf handed Santa his report. Santa gasped. "The storm won't subside by tonight. I won't be able to see to fly my sleigh." Suddenly a flash of light caught Santa's eye. "Rudolph," he said, "what a beautiful, wonderful nose. Won't you guide my sleigh tonight?" "I'd be honored to," said Rudolph, putting on his jingle bells. Yay. And I know that we all know what's going to happen next. There he goes. There he goes. "Okay, Rudolph," said Santa. "First stop is the island of misfit toys. Up, up, and away." And with Rudolph leading the way, Santa soon found loving homes for all those lonely toys. "Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer," everyone sang, "you'll go down in history." And he did. Meaning we all know the story of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. It's very, very popular. He was able to save the day. He was able to save Christmas, thanks to his shiny red nose. So that made him special and unique. He was different, but that's what made him special, that he had that shiny nose. And he had other friends that he found along the way. So I hope that you enjoyed that story, boys and girls. And I will hopefully see you tomorrow. Bye.